I spent over $900 on this ancient 100 million-year-old rough, rugged fossils. I'm going to attempt to make a profit. What are they?
And they are ancient clams from South Australia, where I'm going to attempt to expose some colors and improve their value significantly. I will also throw in some opals I found on the way in bulk, and they should improve our profits. Now stay till the end, where you get an opportunity to get your hands on these beautiful stones and fossils.
All right, so for those of you who seen my previous video, you would know that we've turned $150 into $970. That parcel that I did in the previous video, and you can follow the link here for those who hasn't seen it, it's about getting to a $10,000 gem. Now, we've got 970. The other parcel was sold to actually one of the viewers, and there's an interesting story brewing with that one. It's really good, and it might become part of another channel, and it's a bit of a secret thing brewing, which I'll reveal with due time. I took that money and I bought those shells, and I also bought a bulk parcel of white Coober Opal. And for those who are new or just jumped in and thought, what is this all about? Well, these ancient clams are opalized. They sat for 100 million plus years under an ancient sea in the middle of Australia, kind of the middle, it's in South Australia, and the silica-rich water pulled through the sandstone and limestone and have this created spheres in them where when they're exposed to the light, by the way, the opal is actually colorless. It has to have the light. The way it reflects the light and the spheres are formed, that's how we get the different color, the spectrum colors, the red being the rarest. So I'm hoping to take these shells and show you guys if I take a bit of them off using my equipment and getting colors like this one, which I kind of started already on, they can really be profitable once you see the colors. And they are just great specimen to keep. Very rare, very unique. If you're a collector, you're always after them. To find them intact and full like this, it's pretty hard, especially with color. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna face some of the extra little stones. So stick around for the fun, watch the video and see how much further we'll get towards our $10,000 gem after today's session and after spending that $970. All right, with no further ado, let's go and have a look what's in them. So firstly, $180 on the 6 nice opalized shells. So that's the first one. I started working on that again already. And we're gonna try to improve value on that. Then this $100 rough shell goes into our profit-making parcel. There is some colors in there. Hopefully we'll improve its value. Then we've got $245. That's a big one, 53 carats. Look at that. That's a great specie. And the skin's been already taken off it, and you can see the colors, the purples, the greens. Wow, that's ready to keep. So we'll put it on for sale to make an offer or auction, but it's ready to go, and it's a keeper. And then you can see there is 11 ounces here of $125 an ounce. So I'm gonna pick 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces, and with these other parcels, that gives us $962. That's what we're gonna spend, and see how much profit we can turn towards our $10,000 gem journey. So let's do it. Random ounces, guys. Random. 1.5. Another handful. 2.7. Another handful. What we've got? 3.3. Couple of more. Oh no, we've got to take some off. Okay, randomly 3.5. They're a little bit wet, so I'm gonna put a little bit extra. There is our 3.5 ounces of white Coober that we're going to work with. So first, I'm gonna do the white Coober and those beautiful crystals inside. I'm gonna show you face couple and show you what's inside that parcel. They sort of between 8 and 12 carats, so they're decent sizes. And look at that, they all have bars all around with colors, and this is more of a gray Coober. Still, those bars are pretty crystally, so it's a very interesting opal parcel because it's got kind of everything in it, and you can tell it's white crystal. This is the big parcel here, and I'm just picking them, and I'm just gonna expose a couple for you just to see, and I'll put them in, as I said, I put them in the parcel when we're selling, and I might actually divide the parcel. Yeah, I divide the parcel this time because the other one was sold straight away from the first video, and one person got it, and be interesting to see what happens with it. Maybe we can follow it up and see if we can find those opals in the future. Maybe some will become gems. That'd be interesting. And so this time I'm gonna give a chance maybe to 2 or 3 people to buy them, so I might split our parcel. And sorry about that, forgot to switch off my phone. But anyway, this, as you can see, that bar is so clear in there. I put a torch and it shines right through. So I think, you know, and you can see the reds. Look what's coming. I mean, that's a pretty good little opal, isn't it? And it's not going to be a little. It's probably going to end up being 5 to 6 carats. So those ones are chucked in with the others. Whatever I'm rubbing, it becomes part of the parcel. We're keeping it and we're selling it all together. But this taking the risk out of it by showing you what's in there, and there is so many of those stones in there. So what do you think? Put in the comments. I mean, per ounce, you know, I paid $125, which I think is a real bargain. But you've also got to take into account that how many parcels I buy that actually lose money or don't make money. So everybody looks at it and goes, oh my God, that parcel is so cheap, 125. Well, if you pay 125, I don't want to pay more. Well, guess what? You're going to have to pay more because it's going to be worth 300. Look at it. Look at those colors coming through. And that bar is so thick. So basically, we're looking at, you know, 300 plus per ounce because they are sorted stones, and, you know, majority of them will cut a nice little gem. All have color in them, and so I might pay 125. It's a lucky parcel. The other one was lucky, but it's worth a lot more than that. And because we're going towards the 10,000, and because we're all in it together to make a difference to somebody, well, you know, the person buying the first parcel, he's involved. He wants to help. He paid reasonable dollars. He still make money on it, and we did well. So anyway, look at this. This is look at those bars. There are 2 bars in there, and it's this white base, white porch. And by the way, the white opal used to be quite cheap, but no longer. It is very, very much in demand. It's almost like it disappeared for a while, and it's making a comeback, and especially people from India and China, they love it and they're buying a lot of it. So the prices have skyrocketed on this opal. So, yeah, I urge you to get some because it's disappearing. And I've been looking for some, and it's been pretty hard to find some decent white opal actually. So in bulk, that is, you know, I'm a wholesale person, so I need to buy things wholesale because there's a risk involved in the rough. It's a gamble. And what I'm doing here is I'm selling you guys rough stones like this where the risk is taken away. You can see the color, you can see if it's got a crack or not, sand spot or not. So yeah, I thought I'd just run this for you guys. I've been feeling it today to go on the machine, and I thought I'd take the camera with me and do that. Okay, so this is on my 600, and look at that, there is red. Look how thick that bar is, and it's all around, and it's clean, very, very clean. Wow. You know, like when you think about it, this is maybe gonna be, let's say this end up being 6 carat opal, might be a bit more, might be 8. I'm not gonna finish it here. There is a sand spot. You can see there is a little sand spot on top there, yeah, like a hairline, and that may not come out, so you're gonna have to bring it in. So you might end up being 5 to 6 carat. At the end is about, oh well, at the moment it's about 8. So you know, even at $50 a carat, that one stone, and it should be $50 a carat because it's beautiful, it's got the reds, it's got the blues, it's a beautiful color bar, and we're talking $300, $250 to $300, that's in one stone. Now, I paid $125 an ounce. Even if you pay $300 an ounce, and you get one stone, that's paid. And you're gonna get maybe 20 of those stones in an ounce, and let's say only 20% of them work out. You know, like, it's ridiculous. There is way to make money on this at a reasonable, and paying a reasonable price for the rough. Well, it's kind of rough because it is a little bit selected, right? So, but that's what it's all about. Okay, so then I'm gonna just keep going with those two. Okay, so with this one, it's interesting. I just wanted to show you that, see that little potch grey bit? You think you take that skin off the calabash straight after it, but I'm gonna go from the other side because it should face better. Because going from this side, there's a calabar on that little potch, so I should have a bigger face. So I just wanted to show you this bit of interest for, you know, bit of teaching for the cutters or the beginners. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. And now we've got to do the shell. And this shell, I'm gonna take the skin off. That's one of the big shells, you know, the clams, like it's huge. And I'm just gonna see what's under there. You can see the line, see what's coming? There is a color everywhere. And I'm not gonna use the Dremel on this one yet. It's so big and it's flat, so I can easily use the wheel on this. Doesn't have that many lines to keep. See the lines? Like, I love to keep the lines when the color is everywhere. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on that, and in this video I'm not gonna show you everything because it's gonna take too long you watching me. I'm just gonna improve the value of this thing, and you can see the other side I started working on as well. So let's see how this works out. It's gonna take me a while. It's a big shell and the color is really underneath, so so this is the other side, and look at what's coming. And this is just one of those big shells that we got for $180 all together. And look at it. Look at that sparkle, Christmas light sparkle. And the side also has more color coming. I don't know if that's gonna join in everywhere, but nevertheless, you know, working on this is a lot of fun. So I'll leave it here for the next person to work on it because it's going to be lots of fun for them. All right, and this is our $100 shell now, and this one is a Dremel because I want to get this sand off. So I'm using this Stylo 2050 model, and I put a link if you after one of those. It's under $100. It's a great tool. I've been promoting it everywhere. And by the way, I put the scales I'm using under there links, so it's affiliate links, which I get a little bit of money. So if you're after any of this, I recommend highly you click on the links and buy them because I use them and they're great. So doing this, I'm gonna firstly take out the sand. So I'm not gonna show you all of it again for this video because it's not so much about teaching, just showing you what I do. So I'm gonna get this sand off places and see, you know, how far we can go until there is maybe some color inside there. And I just tell you from experience, a lot of shells face very well underneath or from inside. The color is stuck in there. So sometimes the face got a color, but it's not as good as the underneath. So let me do this. I'll keep going. And yeah, at the end we have a reveal of what we face and what we work on anyway. And then we talk about how you can get your hands on it and how I'm gonna sell it and how we're gonna get some money towards the 10K gem. So yeah, you can see I've been working on that, and can you see underneath in that hole, the color is coming. So watch till the end, watch till the reveal, and see the face got a color too. So but underneath is a better color, as I said. All right, so we'll have a look at the end. Now is this big specie. I just wanted to show you that I'm not gonna do much to it. I can go put it on the wheel just to see if that sand will come off. Now, to be honest, I don't want to risk it because it's such a beautiful specimen and 100 million year old, you know, fossil, opalized. I think it should be left the way it is, but somebody who gets it might work on it more and more and improve it. But this polished, shined, as is, it's an awesome thing to keep. So I'm gonna leave it as is to the buyer of it. They do what they do with it. All right, a recap. So first we face some of that Coober Opal, and look at that. I mean, just a couple of those stones. Each one is between $200 and $300 finished. The colors are sensational, much better in my hand than on the video. And they quite good size, 6-7 carats. Now we also got this one in there, and look at that flaxstone here, crystal blue green flaxstone pattern, beautiful. It's not showing again properly, but it is a great pattern and it's flashes beautiful. So another couple of $100 make a beautiful oval. It's a bit thin, but you can see the bar is there. So, and then we got surprised with this little one. That's a dark crystal. It's small, just a couple of carats, but look at that. It's all color, all thick color. It's shaping into that teardrop shape. Beautiful, beautiful couple of $100 here for sure. So, you know, that opal, this one, is worth, I reckon it's a bargain at $300 an ounce, and I'm gonna put them on my store, and the links will be in description. That's how you can get hand on this opal. Now, the other thing is this $100 shell that we worked on, and this couple of bits came off, you know, that hole that was full of sand, and you can see that it's working out to be awesome colors as well. So this one is going to be auction. So there's two things on my site. There is a make an offer, which I ask a price, and you can use make an offer to, you know, offer me a reasonable value if you think it's worth less. And I might accept it. I did on the other one, the $970, because the asking price was over $1,000. So, and this shell which was $100. Look at that inside, and it's all cleaning up. I leave it for you to have fun with it, with the Dremel or with the machine or whatever you use. It's got this potchy line there, and it's this one here. So you don't want to get rid of that. You're just gonna have to face it like this, and as a typical shell, always back faces better than the front with color. Look at that. I mean, it's sensational. That was $100. Seriously? I'm gonna auction it with a reserve of 200, and you can get your hands on that, and there'll be a link in the description. Now I'm also going to sell this one, and that's as a specie. Is crazy. I mean, it's 50 carats. It's massive, big shell, and it's got reds, purple, greens. Very unique. You saw it was 245. I reckon it's way more than that as a specie. I mean, you're keeping 100 million year old clam with beautiful color. You know, how many people will have that? This is all intact, beautiful, perfect imperfection of opalized fossil. So this one, I'm gonna ask 500, and you can make an offer on that if you don't want to pay 500, but you can grab it, and I would recommend you do, because it's unique. And then this one, which came off $180, there is 6 of them. In all fairness, I don't know if the rest, they full species, but I don't know if they're gonna have a color. But if you just wanna keep a specie, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in the bag with those 6, and I'm gonna auction them as well. I mean, that by itself is what I paid for the whole bag. And so the auction on this reserve will be 300. And I'm gonna give an auction for a week. Links in the description, as I said, and you can get your hands on. And of course, if you're a member, you get discount on my store, so you get 10 or 15% off. And you get so much extra footage. The members have watched some of this way before everybody else. So if you want to contribute few dollars a month and get extra value, discounts and everything else, you can join my membership and watch the joint video. It explains everything in there. Now, also remember that we're going to a 10K gem from this. So we will be donating that. It's not profit for me. So if you want to get involved, if you want to be generous, and members will help me decide how we're gonna spend that 10K or more that we make. I don't know, we could make more. So yeah, please join us. Get your hands on some of these opals. Not only you'll be part of the history, because hopefully our channel will go up and up and up, and but you get beautiful opals for a really honest value. It is, I back these opals for the money you're gonna pay. Very, very good. I couldn't say goodbye without showing my smashing beautiful face to you guys. So to end this, we are going towards the 10K gem such as this, and you can see I want to get one of these gems. And as I said, we're gonna donate the money. So I appreciate generosity. I appreciate the last person that bought the parcel. He's very happy with it, so it was great value, and I hope many of you get it, but a lot of times I can't guarantee it. There is a lot of people that will buy these opals that I put on my store. The auction will be fun, the make offer will be fun, and in the next video we'll see how much money we've got now. Well, I'm hoping we tripled or quadrupled the money, and the opal is worth it because it's honest, it's value, it's good, and you're really getting smashing opals and holding a bit of a history if our channel goes well. So I'll say goodbye here, and I hope you can see the fossils are money makers and you've learned something about Australian opal and this type of collector's specimen, especially when you're new. I am hoping to get lots of new people that are outside of the opal industry into our industry. So I hope many of you are here and purchase those opals or learn something or purchase the Dremel and start maybe working with them. Anyway, thanks very much, and I see you on the next one.